What's up, everybody? Valor here in my car this time to bring you this. Since I was out and about, I decided to pick this up for the princely sum of $14 and change. This is the Fortnite HCE, or I'm assuming Handcannon Epic, judging by the sort of colors that they've been using lately, with the yellow stuff being L, legendary, and then purple being epic, which I think is how things are in the game with the colors of the rarity of the blasters. But yeah, I thought I'd do the unboxing here in my car and everything, and then I will go back to my workshop and we will get more thorough testing. I really should have brought my Coronagraph here, but I did not think to bring that with me while I was out and about doing deliveries. Keys. There we go. Car. Got your 3 Fortnite Megas, which the bag doesn't say anything special on it. And in the box, you got the separator and the blaster itself, which is modeled after sort of a, I'm assuming, Desert Eagle, Deagle, whatever you want to call it, or maybe something else. It's a slide action, but it is effectively just a Mega Jolt, or a Hot Shock. Seems to have a little bit of power to it. The grip is fairly comfy. My hand just comes to the bottom of the grip here, where the magazine would normally be. But yeah, the trigger well is a bit tiny, even for my thinner fingers. Like in my hand, it's not that bad. It's just, you know, it's over exaggerated and cartoony. But yeah, I will go to my workshop now, and we will do some FPS testing, some range testing, and maybe some plinking. All right, we are in the workshop once again, and I've had a little bit of time to play around with this thing while I was out and about. And overall, I think it's quite nice, though I do have a few complaints with it. Main complaint with it is the grip is fine, like size-wise. It's a thin grip, but it fits nicely. But the trigger well is very small, at least for my hands. And I think if anyone has more sausage fingers than I do, they're gonna have a lot of issues with it. Like, that is just very small. While I was using it, I was getting constantly rubbed on the bottom of this trigger well, or the trigger guard rather. And the trigger itself is very, very far set back, to the point that it feels a bit like the original Recon, where if you remember with the original Recon and even the Retaliator, the trigger would have a long travel, but would only activate at the very, very back of the travel, where it was like really close to the grip. And that's what this sort of feels like, minus the extra travel. If you hold it normally, it tends to ride up in the second knuckle on my hand, which for triggers, I prefer it to ride on the first knuckle, which you can change that by changing your grip, but then again, it becomes a little bit awkward, so having a more sort of straight grip and everything with it riding on your other knuckle is a little bit better. Other than that, the fact that it's all separate, different pieces of plastic is quite nice. Slide prime with a return spring, so it slides back. And on the underneath of the slide, there is the hidden Llama, if you can see that. The barrel is fairly snug all the way down, with the regular sort of AR in the barrel. And let's turn on our Coronagraph. Get some FPS numbers on this. The dart does stick out a bit, but then again, that if it were completely flush, then it would be hard for you to pull it back out if you need to pull out your darts at the end of a play session or whatever. And 66, which is not bad for Mega. 62, that actually landed in my bin of Mega Darts. 70, so it does hit elite average with the included Fortnite Mega Darts. Let's throw a few randoms in through this thing. I've got a few older Mega Darts of the red kind. That was a bit of a looser fit. It's probably because it's just older foam. We'll see how that affects things. Boop. 74. So a slightly smaller dart fit does benefit this a bit. 76. which is interesting. I'm not sure if these darts are lighter or not, but, you know. 66. And I've got a Mega AccuStrike. I have a bag full of AccuFake Megas somewhere, but I don't know where they are. And 70. And that one did bump the inside of the barrel on this chronograph here. So let's bump this over to the averages menu. Max of 76, minimum of 62, average of 69, giggity, 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 0.8. And yeah, overall, I think it's alright. Like, you can fix the trigger by, say, making a 3D printed one that extends this pad out farther, which it has plenty of room for it. Or you could always just, you know, swap it out for a different grip, which would be super easy to work on, especially considering the grip here and this grip pad are separate pieces of plastic. So you can actually, you know, make say a 3D printed one that has a bigger grip and everything to better match bigger hands. Like this grip currently fits my hand almost perfectly where it rides right there. That is no issue, it's just that small trigger guard and the short throw on that trigger where it's all the way back here. I'd much prefer a farther forward trigger. But that can always be fixed. And I do rather like the shade of purple it is. The draw is not too bad in terms of the weight and everything. And I think for pistol rounds, this will be great. Now, I would definitely not want to paint this up as a... I would not want to paint this up realistically at all, especially considering it is basically just a cartoon Desert Eagle or whatever, considering it is the Handcannon from Fortnite. But yeah, even then, like, this giving up a nice paint job and everything would be quite nice. Like maybe with a sort of hydro dip of some sort with filling in all this precaution logo stuff and everything. Be a little bit harder to grind away the Nerf logo considering you have to grind through several layers. I think whenever I mod this, I'm probably just going to leave the Nerf logo there. I might get rid of the Fortnite logo and leave this top portion here orange, you know, paint this bottom half another color. And yeah, I will drop a link down to walmart.com where you can get this down below. Actually, I think I got this one from Target, so I'll probably drop a link down to wherever down below in the comments. And as ever, links down below for my Patreon if you want to help support the channel and have a little bit of influence over future videos. And as ever, I'm Valor. Thanks for watching.